There are many ways of playing Magic the Gathering, and Pioneer is a brewer's paradise.
Shaped by the semi-constant bannings in its early days. This is the way to play that attracts the lovers of the weirdest combos and the wildest decks.
We had our viewers at home vote for the 16 best Pioneer decks in history and played a tournament pitting them against each other to find the strongest ones.
And now we finally have it. We have a top 8 of what could easily be the best Pioneer decks of all time.
And after 7 videos, we'll finally be able to crown the best Pioneer deck ever. Andrea, this is the finals. This is to discover what is the best Pioneer deck ever.
It's gonna be me.
I beat you in the quarterfinals, I can beat you here.
Amalia will finish this tournament undefeated, I tell you.
Yes, because so far you have not lost a single game.
And I can tell you, with this hand, I'm not gonna lose once again. It's time for the finals. So far, with Amalia, I haven't lost a game in this tournament, and it's not gonna be Carl in the final that's gonna win any of them. For those of you who just joined, Amalia combo is a super powerful 2 cards combo that's not legal anymore in Pioneer. We have to put together Amalia plus Wagro Walker plus any life gainer. We put Etherflux Reservoir on top, we gain tons of life, and we shoot Carl dead. This opening hand does that. We have a really good starter, we have an interaction, we have a collected company. Let's go.
There's a gamble, but I'll take it. Best deck ever Pioneer Finals, and we're in it with one of my favorite ever Pioneer decks. Hour of Promise Ramp breaks the paradigm of ramp decks because usually big mana decks have a bunch of ramp spells and a bunch of payoffs, but if you only draw the payoffs, you don't get to play them, and if you only draw all the ramp spells, you are all dressed up in mana but have nowhere to go with it. Except this deck has something that every ramp deck wishes it could have, which is consistency. It has cards that are banned, and both of them are in my hand right now. Once Upon a Time lets you for free get a land or a payoff, whichever you need. And Field of the Dead is a land that you use for ramping, but late game, it just gets you inevitability because you make 2/2s every turn, sometimes multiples. So my plan is just that. I'll be consistent, I'll make a lot of mana really fast, and then I'll play spells that Andrea just can't defeat. I'm gonna show you a very powerful magic card.
Forest? I didn't expect that. I thought it was Once Upon a Time.
It allows me to cast all my cards.
Is it a grazer?
Well, now that you told me,
Oh, you have Once Upon
I
a
will
Time.
tell you a story.
Okay.
It's the story of the greatest magic deck of all time. It's Hour of Promise Ramp. So Once Upon a Time allows me to get a land or creature and put it into my hand.
All right.
Usually, you would notice it costs 2 mana and I only have 1 forest. I cheated. No, it has other text. If this is the first spell I cast this game, which it is, I get to play it for free.
What'd you get? What did you find?
Most of my deck is lands and creatures. Oh, apparently not. Well, I will show you this Elvish Rejuvenator. We won't read it now.
bad.
You'll find out about it later. You know what else is not bad?
What's that?
I have another spell.
No.
It's an Arboreal Grazer. It's a 0/3 reach, and when it enters the battlefield, I may put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield tapped, which will be this Field of the Dead.
Can I go?
Yes, this will be the first game that you lose, Andrea.
First thing first, show me what you got. Thoughtseize.
Ah, you're always playing Thoughtseize decks.
Yeah, there's actually only one in this deck, but I guess I drew it.
So you know about this one?
Yeah, I think I'll take it.
But there's also an Hour of Promise.
I think I'm actually gonna take Hour of Promise.
It's a good target.
It is the strongest of the two, and you can go.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Haship Oasis and an Elvish Rejuvenator. It's a 1/1, and when it enters the battlefield, I look at the top 5 cards in my library. There's a theme.
Do you
developing.
look at top 5 every
Every turn I just look at the top 5 cards. This time I can only take a land, but it doesn't go into my hand, it goes on the battlefield. Showing this Castle Garenbrig enters the battlefield, and these go at the bottom of my library.
Okay, the attack?
Okay.
Take it. I go.
Wow, you took that breezingly.
Very quickly, yes indeed. I'll play a land and I'll play a Prosperous Innkeeper. This comes into play with a treasure token. And
That's all it does.
No, whenever a creature comes into play, I gain a life. You can go.
Unlike the game you played against Toth last time, I plan on defeating you with damage, and it's not 1,000,000 damage. So this is pretty good. Oh, you know what else is pretty good? I'll play Sanctum of Ugin, tap all of these lands for an Hour of Promise.
No way, I discarded it.
It was so good you discarded it.
It happens all the time.
In this tournament, your Thoughtseizes are basically deciding what people draw. So I search my library for 2 lands and I put them onto the battlefield, and then I check to see if I have 3 deserts. And if I do, I make 2/2/2 zombies. We have to get 2 lands, and unfortunately the only 2 deserts we have left in our deck are Haship Oases. Because if we got 2 different deserts, we would not only get the 2 zombies from the Hour of Promise, but we would also get 2 zombies from the Field of Dead on the battlefield. Unfortunately, with the 2 Sheep Oasis, we're not going to have 7 cards with different names, so we're only getting the 2 zombies from the Hour of Promise. Luckily, we have a land in our hand, so next turn, we're going to start going down the Field of the Dead value. I will miss out on a value here and get a Sheep Oasis and a Scavenger Grounds. You may have noticed that all of these are deserts.
Yeah, you got a couple of zombies.
Classically known to hang around deserts.
11 permanents versus my 4. That
Yes.
seems fair. Untap and draw. I'll stare at you here. I'll just play a Mana Confluence and pass.
It sucks how you came to the finals and you just don't have anything to play with your 4 mana.
Don't worry about it.
I'll draw for turn?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. So I could attack into your Court of Calling and or Collected Company.
But instead,
I'll see how many zombies I have. I'll play an Elvish Rejuvenator. It lets me look at the top 5 cards on my library when it enters the battlefield. I pick one of these if it's a land, and I put it into the battlefield tap. I will show you a Westvale Abbey. Ooh. I'll put it onto the battlefield, and I'll get a zombie, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards with different names. And then I will play a Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, which, thank you very much, yes, gets me a zombie.
end of turn. This game might be already over if I get very lucky. I'll play Collected Company. Instant. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck. I can choose up to 2 creatures that cost 3 or less and put directly into play. This card got me a Pro Tour Finals many years ago. Top 6. Amalia and Wildgrowth Walker are among these. I
Would win the game on the spot.
Let's see.
That's not it?
Ooh, Wildgrowth Walker is here.
Okay.
We're squeezing it together.
Let's discover it together. No! Whoa! Oh, and it's almost a miss.
It is.
I
That's
almost
okay.
died.
You almost died. Well, you can still die next turn.
Okay, could you read Wildgrowth?
Wildgrowth Walker says whenever a creature you control explore, I put a +1/+1 counter and I gain 3 life. And I gain 1 life for the Prosperous Innkeeper.
Yes.
Oh. Amalia, you're alive, my friend.
So you don't have Amalia in hand.
You are alive, but you have to top deck. Otherwise, next turn.
Have you seen all my zombies?
I am threatening combo again. I think I have to go there. Yeah. I'm going to play a Synod Scout. Now, this one says explore.
Yes. Oh, that's a neat one. And when you explore,
put a +1/+1 counter here and gain 3 life, plus the one from Innkeeper, so I gain 4. Exploring and then the Flux Reservoir on top is so bad because it's like a dead draw, but I really cannot bin it since I need to cast it to win the game. I have Lethal in hand for next turn. I'm gonna just leave that on top. Play a Fauna Shaman, which gains me another life.
okay, but you lose a life.
So we're gonna play a tap land, pass to you. You're in danger here, you need to draw Ugin.
Yes,
Or-
an Ugin
I got it.
or a Ugin. That's it. It's Ugin or bust. It's not Ugin. No, it's not bust either.
What's that?
Meat bust. It's Oblivion Sour.
No!
It's a 5/8, and when I cast it, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of the library, and I may put any lands amongst them into play under my control. I take 1.
And yeah, so you exile the Reservoir alongside with a couple of lands.
Ooh, I'll take these. That is 2 lands with different names. So I get 2 zombies. Now I have a plethora of zombies.
Well, they will all die, but I don't have the Reservoir anymore.
You are going to kill all my creatures, so I'll kill a few of them myself.
Okay, what's happening? Oh, wow.
I will sacrifice 5 creatures and tap my Westvale Abbey. I need to pay 5 to do this. It's going to deal me 1 damage off of the Mana Confluence. But this is cool. When you sacrifice 5 creatures, this innocuous land, Westvale Abbey, becomes Ormondale Profane Prince. You have to say it like
Is
that.
it untapped?
Which is a flying, lifelink, indestructible haste. Fortunately, it's tapped. But on the other side, I was not done reading, because then I untap it.
You do untap it. So you are coming in with a 9/7 flyer.
Lifelink.
Indestructible.
Ormondale is super important here, because Andrea can kill all the creatures, but he can't kill Ormondale because it's indestructible, meaning even if he attacks with Amalia, I can just continuously block, gain a bunch of life. Eventually, I'll just get to Worldbreaker or something and win from there.
That was a good draw on your side.
I agree.
Thought you were dead, but you look very healthy to me. All right, draw for turn.
Unfortunately, you get to kill my Oblivion Sour.
I'll discard a creature with Fauna Shaman. I'm gonna pick up a creature. It's gonna be the one and only Amalia Benavides Aguirre. And now, let's do this. I'll pay 2, I'll play Amalia. Comes into play, Prosperous Innkeeper triggers, I gain a life.
Oh, and now you're gonna gain like infinite life, right? You'll be at like
not infinite.
93.
Not infinite, we'll see. Amalia triggers, because life gain. Let's go, let's start the exploration. because I explored, I'm gonna put a counter here.
Yes.
And gain 3 life. And because I gain 3 life, I'm gonna explore.
You explore.
Graveyard. I'm doing so.
Now you gain 3 life. Now you gain 3 life. I'll keep track of your dice. You just do the flipping.
I gain 3 life, but I don't level that up.
You gain 3 life. You gain 3 life.
Ooh.
Do you want it?
So my out here is to stack evaporation your Ormondal, but I think like I can dig a bit more. I want to find more lands here.
Gain 3 life. You gain 3 life. You gain 3 life. You gain 3 life. You gain 3 life. I am in an endless loop.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Do you want to put that in your graveyard?
No, I'll leave that on top. 11 more times, so I'll gain 11 more life.
11 times 3.
33 life.
Very well done.
So, Amalia now is at exactly 20. Amalia kills everything.
Yep.
As always, last life gain. So I'm gonna go up to 87.
I can beat that.
I'll make a land drop. I'll lose 3 life more. I'll play another Waggro Walker and pass the turn. If I gain life now, the game is a draw.
Why can't I give your creatures life link? Well, first of all, I know this is gone. We'll take you for 9. And then I will play a World Breaker. I have a trigger because whenever I cast a colorless spell with converted mana cost 7 or greater, and this is green, but it says right here, devoid, this card has no color. I may sacrifice Sanctum of Ugin, and if I do, I may search my library for a colorless creature card, reveal it, and put it into my hand. The ironic thing is I want to get Ugin, and Sanctum of Ugin can't get me a Ugin. But here we are.
Yes.
I will look through my library and find a Ugin Lamog.
Ooh, you have Ulamog.
Which will promptly go to my hand. And then I'll pass the turn.
I may kill your Ormondal, but you've
gonna be your first loss.
It really looks so. So I'm gonna go Skycleave, exile that thing.
And because it costs 0, even if I kill this, I don't get a token.
I'll pay 1 life. Reanimate
74.
Lunarch Veteran with the back side. Unfortunately, it's not as good as the front side. It says if a creature I control dies,
yes,
I gain 1 life. So I'm attacking with Amalia.
So usually taking an Amalia to the chin is how you win games. I could block here to not go down to 15 life, but at this point, it doesn't matter. The only thing I'm doing is resolving around this Ulamog. No shenanigans with Worldbreaker. I could try to put it to the graveyard and then bring it back and block more. No, Ulamog is our victory path. We're gonna ride it to the end. So just to show how good the Hour of Promise ramp deck is, I'll take the Amalia on the face.
All right, you take 21. You're not dead. I pass to you.
I am very much alive. I'm gonna draw for the...
Ula Pog. Ula
The
Pog.
options are great, but yes, I will cast an Ulamog.
It's not the one the Torov won with.
No, that's in my sideboard. I only bring it in for special moments. I have to take a damage.
Wow, 10.
When Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, is cast, I need to exile 2 permanents. I choose to. I will exile this Wildgrowth Rocker and this Amalia. I'll take 3 damage.
You do, unfortunately, you're still not dead.
I'm very good at not doing that. Then it's an indestructible 10/10, and whenever it attacks, I exile the top 20 cards of your library. And since this magically randomly for some reason has reach, I guess its arms are really long, it can block your flyer, so I'll pass.
All right, untap and draw. I'll play a tap land, Carl, and after you finish putting the dice back in order, I'll pass the turn.
You can just take actions while I'm doing this. I can multitask.
My hand is 2 lands, and I'm staring at Ulapog 10/10.
Ulamog.
Oh.
Because it Mogs the top 20 cards of your library when it attacks.
Ooh, you didn't kill me yet. My draw step will save me.
Will it? I don't believe so. Oh, yeah, that is. On the top. I'll draw. How many cards do you have in your library?
Very few.
0.
You milled them all. Good job, Carl.
Well done! Next game! Normally, this is where I tell you the cards I'm putting into my deck and the cards I'm bringing out for the next game, but this is a best of 5. We don't get to the bottom of this without one of us winning at least 3 games, and when you're doing a best of 5, you don't sideboard after game 1.
Okay, Carl, I was planning to win both of the pre-sideboarded games because I thought the matchup favored me a lot, but you stole me one.
Ulamog is a good magic card. Do you like my crown?
No, I will pretend to not see it.
If I win the next one, which I will, I'll get a cool coat.
Nah, you can't.
And then I'll get a staff. And then I'll be the king of Pioneer.
Well, this hand is nice. I'm not gonna play Eor Might on turn 1. I'm gonna hold it to discard to Fauna Shaman. Keep it.
My hand is incredible. This hand has everything except it has a big hole in the middle.
I don't believe you.
I hadn't looked at it. It was just trash talk. But now that I look at it, it's actually incredible. I have the Orbital Grazer, which will jump me a turn, and then I have the Hour of Promise, which will bring me to this Ugin. I'm just missing something for about 2 turns. But if I draw any of my 9 3-mana ramp spells, this hand is just shot out of orbit into huge amounts of value.
All right, Carl, I don't have a Thoughtseize this time around. Just a Temple Garden, and it's your turn.
I heard you only have 1 in your deck.
Yeah, but I drew it last week.
So I will play an excellent magic card.
Is that Forest?
Forest is an excellent magic card because it allows you to play an Arboreal Grazer. We know it, we love it. It has a smile that would make your heart melt. And it also puts a land from my hand onto the battlefield.
When you won the best series of all time Modern, did you play with a Arboreal Grazer?
I wish. I would have.
I go?
Yes.
I'll take 2 life to play the Fauna Shaman, Survival of the Fittest with legs.
Yeah, if you pay green and tap it, you discard a card from your hand. If you discard a creature from your hand, you get to go get whatever piece of the combo you need. So in like 2 turns, you have all the pieces of the combo you need.
That's exactly true.
I will play a Blast Zone, which is a land that I can pay X.
Good.
Yeah, because if I do 2,
That's really good.
then you can't combo.
That's dangerous.
That's the reaction I was hoping.
Yeah, you got it.
The reason why Andrea Mengucci is scared of this card is because if I pay X amount, I can put half that many charge counters on Blast Zone. And then if I pay 3 and blow it up, I destroy everything with that amount of charge counters.
Super good right now. I'll take a draw.
Yes.
Blast Zone on 2 is super scary, so I'm gonna need to change plan here. I'm gonna play Selfless Savior. I need to protect my Amalia. I need to protect my combo. We can't play this patiently. All right, well, I gotta take a little detour of the plan I wanted to take. So I'll take 1 life. I'll play Lunarch Veteran.
Yes.
Now I'll use the Fauna Shaman. This card, this Awar Might.
Oh, hey, Warmate.
And I'm gonna get a Selfless Savior. This says, sacrifice it, another target creature gains indestructible.
So that'll protect your 2 drops from the Blast Zone.
I'm gonna lose a life to the Mana Confluence to add white, play Selfless Savior, gain that life back immediately.
Yes, because of the Lunarch.
And it's your turn. What do you do with the Blast Zone? You have 2 1-drop.
Andrea is right that if I blow up my Blast Zone, I can also blow up the rest of his board with it. Except I lose a land, and this is not what we're about. We're just going to try to ramp as quickly as possible. I'm not falling for your trap, Andrea. I will put a single counter on my Blast Zone.
That's a good plan. Go ahead.
I'll drop. I'm too slow right now. I'm too slow, Andrea. I'm just going to put a Forest.
All
pass it
right,
test.
all according to plan. Untap and draw. Okay, so here I could cast a Thoughtseize, but I choose not. I need all the mana, I need all the colors to be able to go Amalia and threaten the Court of Calling for Wildgrowth Walker. So I cannot, I need triple green plus Amalia. So I can't play Thoughtseize, I just pass it. I'll play Godless Shrine, untapped, pay
I'll take
2.
2 more.
2 more, yes, but I gain 1 more life because Amalia comes into play, triggers the Lunarch Veteran.
Yes.
Can I do it, or do you want to blow up something?
You may do your Explorer. I'm not falling for your trick. I'm not falling for Andrea's traps. I know what he's doing. I have this Blast Zone. It's my insurance to not lose the game. So the only time I'll ever activate this is if Andrea is going for the win.
I'm doing some exploration here. Ooh, a Reservoir ticket, exactly what I wanted. A gain a life. So you're sure you don't even want to blow it up end of turn as well?
Andrea, I said it already. I'll make sure you remember. I'm not blowing up my Blast Zone!
And do you consider putting it to 3 counters?
No.
Okay, I'll pass the turn.
Thank you. I'll draw.
What's that?
I thought I couldn't play any spells.
What's that?
Do I have a Shrine of the Forsaken Gods? I'll play an Arboreal Grazer. It's my friend! Now I can block even more creatures because it'll allow me to put this Sanctum of Ugin onto the battlefield tapped. Go!
Do you want to tap your lands? No? You sure?
Do I need to get the Megaphone
You
again?
don't want to play Hour of Promise? No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
I'll pass the turn!
Ah, draw. You know what? It's time for this Thoughtseize. Let me check what you got.
Good cards.
I don't believe
Which one do you want? You take 2?
All right, let me take this Ugin.
Ah,
If you draw land there, you could have actually...
Yeah, I can blow everything up!
Yeah, you can blow everything up.
My game plan.
And then I'm gonna play a Synod Scout. Now this triggers 2 triggers, life gain, and when it comes to play, I explore. So first, I gain a life, and I explore for Amalia.
Yes.
Ooh, Selfless Savior.
Ooh, that's the second one.
I need that. I'll leave it on top. And then Synod Scout also explores.
You left it on top again. Well played.
And then I'm gonna attack you, actually. Yeah, attack you with
Right
Amalia.
into the slough.
It's a 3/3.
I'll take 3.
Top land, and it's your turn. I have a mystery card in my hand.
I'll
You
draw.
don't want to put the Blast on 2/3. No, don't take the Megaphone. Actually, I didn't say it.
You regret
I
your
didn't.
question?
I didn't ask anything.
You have 1 card in hand.
Yeah, it's not that good.
So if it's a creature, you don't get your Selfless Savior. Here's my thought process. Usually I go in an interview, but I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Okay? I'm keeping this up in case you play a Wild Growth Walker.
Okay.
You can only protect one of them with your Selfless Savior. But if you play your Selfless Savior, you can protect both. And this, my whole game plan, gone. If this is a creature, you can go get a wild growth walker with it. But if it's not a creature, you draw the Selfless Savior, and then you can go get the wild growth walker with it. So I'm banking on it not being a creature so that I can survive this game. So I'm gonna play an Oblivion Sower.
Okay.
You've seen this, it's a 5/8. When it's cast, I exile the top 4 cards of your library and I put all lands into play.
Adios, Selfless Savior. I have bigger plans.
You don't even, oh, you have 1 land for me, thank you very much.
Carl, fell into my trap finally. Tapped out.
Is that a creature?
Do you pass the turn?
I'll play a land, I'll get a green mana floating, I'll pass the turn.
It's much better. It's the one and only Court of Calling.
It's any creature.
So I'll tap 3 green.
You take
plus
1
2,
damage.
Pick up any creature that costs 2 or less from my deck, put it into play directly.
Because X was 2.
And here it is. Wagro Walker is gonna start the engine. Wagro Walker gains me a life because of the Lunarch Veteran. Amalia starts exploring. I explore. I'll leave it on top.
Okay.
So it's easy. Amalia becomes a 21. Every other creature dies.
All our creatures die.
And then I just untap.
Wait, you
Draw. 20.
Okay, well now, you also get a crown.
All right, thank you. Time to sideboard. I'm gonna put in a couple of Thoughtseize, and yeah, they will help me taking down Carl. Sideboard, trying to keep on going. I need to upgrade my crown to a robe.
We're gonna change a few things with this sideboard. First of all, we're gonna swap our World Breakers for 4 slightly smaller threats. They only hit for 1 less, but these Saltnaut Seers will get rid of Andrea's combo pieces. We're also replacing these 4 Elvish Rejuvenators with removal spells. We need to stop Andrea from winning and then do our late game things. We're also gonna replace the Ulamog we have in our main deck with the 1 Ulamog we have in our side deck, because that's the lucky charm we have, because the Ulamog that we have in our sideboard is the one that our friend Tal top decked to win the Mythic Championship.
All right, Carl, we have both a crown.
Yes, we're 2 kings warring for the title of King of Pioneer. This is the best deck ever series, and I'm gonna win it with the best deck in Pioneer. It didn't last very long, they banned it very quickly.
It did.
I'm going first, and we've sideboarded, so I will keep this hand.
Me too, me too. My hand is decent.
If there's one spell that you're most afraid of on turn 1, is it Arboreal Grazer or Once Upon a Time?
The viewers at home can do the counting. How many times Carl started with Grazer on turn 1?
Sometimes I have it on turn 2.
One more.
Arboreal Grazer allows me to put a land from my hand onto the battlefield, which will be this blast zone.
All right, I go.
Yes.
I was going to play Synod Scout originally, but instead I'm gonna go for Thoughtseize. I need to take off Carl turn 2 play after the classic turn 1 Grazer. I'm going down to 16 and Thoughtseize you.
What would you like?
Ooh, that's a nice hand.
I know, it was a lot nicer before you started ripping it apart.
I'm gonna take the Thoughtnuts here. I'll leave you with Spatial Contortion.
Okay, I'll draw. I'll attack you for 0.
No blocks.
You take 0.
Yeah.
I'll play Field of the Dead and pass the
Did you
turn.
draw that one this turn?
I don't know, you looked at my hand.
Oh,
You tell me.
I didn't write it down. It's okay. I'll remember for the next time. I'll play, thank you, Carl. I'll play Prosperous Innkeeper, make a treasure, and it's your turn.
So every time a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life.
Yeah, that's very important for my deck's game plan.
I will draw. I'll play Sanctum of Ugin. And unfortunately, I'll just have to pass the turn here.
All right, I'm tapping you up. All right, so I don't have a 3rd land drop, but I can work my way there with my friend Little Synod Scout.
Ah, last turn that was a Thoughtseize.
Actually, you said that's not Synod, it's Cenote.
Cenote.
Cenote is very Spanish. Reveal top card of my deck. I hope it's a land. It is.
Oh, so you took all the luck I had in the last draws.
All right, I'll gain a life.
Yes.
For the Prosperous Innkeeper, and I'll double that.
That'll be a lot more life.
I'll play another Prosperous Innkeeper, gain 1 more life. No reason to attack, so it's your turn.
There's also no reason to put these in the wrong directions. Thank you very much. I'm gonna play a story. Once upon a time, there was 5 cards at the top of my library. Some of them may be lands, some of them may be creatures. But once upon a time, which I paid 2 for now, because it's fair.
This is fair, fair indeed.
Will let me look at my hand and put a creature or a land from them into my hand.
Is that the same Thousand here discarded you? All right, fair, fair. Yeah.
No, this one's here. It's his friend. It's come with a vengeance.
I accept this.
I'll draw for turn.
Yeah.
I'll play a land and a Thoughtnaut Seer, which allows me to look at your hand. Yeah, you may put it down. It's a 4/4, and I can exile a card from that hand. But if ever you kill this, you draw a card. You have a pretty good hand, Andrea. I have a tough decision here between the Amalia and the Collected Company. Amalia is just 1 card, Collected Company is 2 cards, but Amalia is half the combo, and given the life gain on the battlefield, if Andrea plays it, he explores 3 times. While the collected company, it is 2 creatures, but it could be any creature, and he has to sack a treasure to play it. So I'll take this Amalia. I'll leave you with your dog, your old man, and your friends.
I love that you let me keep the company. Always so fun to resolve.
Hopefully you hit nothing with it.
No way.
I'll pass a turn.
That's a
You say no way as if I have control over it.
That's not a wishful... Ooh, you were right in taking my Amalia, let me tell you. You know what? I'm gonna main phase it. Usually this is an instant. Instant you're supposed to play in your opponent's turn, but I feel like if I get Amalia here, I can just win the game on the spot. So I'm gonna look at the top 6 cards of my deck.
Okay.
You wanna slow roll them with me? Like, ooh.
Are you hitting nothing? Are you hitting nothing? Are you hitting nothing? Oh! Because, see, collected company puts 2 creatures.
No way.
That costs 3 or less from the real cards onto the battlefield. And this is 5 lands and another Flex Reservoir.
I used all the luck with collected company of my life.
It's all dried out.
I can't even attack. I can't do anything.
No, because I have a little 4/4.
Your turn.
Thank you very much. I'll draw. I'll attack with my little 4/4.
Take it.
And then I'll play a Castle Gardenbreak. I have a bunch of lands. I have not much to do with them. But I'll pass.
All right.
I have a dream.
I tap and draw. Usually after you break to the company, the 7th card is a creature, but not this time. You have Blast Zone over there, so
Yes,
I don't
I
want to
do.
play too many 2-drops. I'm gonna start by attacking you with all my creatures.
I'll block one of the creatures. I take 2.
And then I'm going to play a 1-drop in the form of Lunarch Veteran.
Yes.
Gain 2 life.
You're gonna start gaining a lot of life.
And I'm gonna play one more 1-drop, Selfless Savior. Gain 3 life.
As I said, a lot of life.
And I'm gonna play a land and pass.
End of turn. I turn on my insurance. It's not home insurance, it's not car insurance, it's Amalia insurance. Blast Zone goes up to 2. Blast counters. So unfortunately, I'm not winning the race because you keep gaining life.
Yeah.
First of all, do you want to block?
No. I have plenty of life to give.
Okay. Well, all your creatures are 1/1s, right? Mm-hmm. Well, they'll never get through this blocker. I'll play an Arch of Araska, which is a card you made fun of in the quarterfinals. I'll put this Arch of Araska onto the battlefield.
That's
That's a blast from the
a
past.
bad card.
Bad card.
Now I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different named lands. And thank you very much, Andrea, for the delivery. It was very prompt. I get a
And-
2/2 zombie every time I play a land.
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you're right. I am. What was that?
I don't know.
Blessed because I have the city's blessing. I know I'm supposed to do this only if I win. Since I'm blessed, can I at least have the king coat?
Wait, I thought we
Either
established
that or the megaphone.
You only take. No, okay, no megaphone.
Oh yeah, do I look blessed?
You're blessed with that little animal on your shoulders.
In this studio, we don't put our burial grazers on our bodies, we put them on the battlefield. My Arch of Araska and I will pass the turn.
All right, on top and draw. I need a good one.
you need a good one to beat my Arch of Araska?
I gain 3.
How am I? You gain too much life, Andrea.
And with that being said, you can go.
With that being said, I'm gonna pay 6 mana to draw a card.
Well, you know.
I got there. Whew. I'm gonna untap and draw for turn.
Is that a good one?
Andrea, I'm gonna tap my blast.
Crack the blast zone. All
And then I'm
right.
gonna attack an Arch of Araska and a Sanctum. I will spend 8 mana because this taps for 2 now. And I'll play a Ugin
No.
Eugene the Spirit Dragon. 7 loyalty planeswalker. If I +2, I deal 3 damage to any target. But in this case, I will -2 it to exile every colored spell that costs 2 or less. And then you'll just take 4.
Okay, it's time for a collected company now.
How's your luck? Is it back?
Man, playing creatures into a new game seems really bad.
It's a great idea.
I'll pass to you.
I'll draw. So first of all, Eugene is gonna give you a little kiss.
I got a 11.
Okay, so I keep on making fun of the Haship Oasis in my deck. Because it's there to tap for colorless, but I was like, who's it gonna give +3/+3 to? It's gonna give +3/+3 to this Thought-Knots here.
Okay, so it's a 7, so I got a 4.
I'm also playing a creature combo deck. I was holding these for you not to combo, but you're not gonna combo, right?
All right, you have one special contortion in the end. Do you have another one?
I'll give this +3/-3,
So it's 10 damage.
and I'll give this +3/-3.
So it's a
So it's a 13-1 thought knots here. That's the appropriate face.
Anyone has a gut shot?
I will attack you for 13.
GG.
What?
No, but congrats. I think you won the game when you discarded the Amalia over Collected Company. Not that many people would have done that choice. Carl?
How do you like my chain and my cool king sunglasses?
I need to have a king robe as well.
One more win, and tournament is mine. I'm the king of Pioneer, and Hour of Promise Ramp is the best Pioneer deck ever.
If last game I played Thoughtseize over Sinnoh Scout, well, this game I'm gonna play Sinnoh Scout over Thoughtseize. I think on the play, Sinnoh is better. This end isn't fantastic, but we have lands, we have some interactions, we have some protections. Let's keep this. This end is not great, but I'm gonna keep it.
Classic Andrea Mengucci move. I'm gonna mulligan. Unfortunately, this hand doesn't have any ramp to get to these great payoffs in our hand. We're just gonna die to Andrea's combo before we even ever get there. I can go to 6 and still have a great hand. I just need to be explosive because your deck is explosive as well. This hand is much better. It's got 2 Thought Knots to get cards out of Andrea's hand. It has the Arboreal Grazer to put them onto the battlefield earlier. We'll just take this Ugin out because it's kind of expensive. We're not gonna play it anytime soon and we could just draw another one. So I will keep this and put this card at the bottom of my library.
All right, let's go. I'll start with a Blooming Marsh and a Sinnoh Scout.
Yes.
Explore. Prosperous Innkeeper. I don't want it.
You don't want the Prosperous Innkeeper.
I'm looking for the combo, guys. And go ahead.
I'll draw. I was hoping you wouldn't have a Thoughtseize because I have an Arboreal Grazer.
Yodas has it.
Our friend. I had to mulligan to get it. I'm not going to keep a hand without a Grazer. Well, I would, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't take me for that.
Don't quote you on that.
I'll put a Castle Garden Brick onto the battlefield and pass the turn.
On top and draw.
Now you can't even attack.
Fauna Shaman is a great draw, but I don't want to play it just now. I want to play it turn 3 with time of safekeeping backup. So I'm gonna go Thoughtseize instead. You know, not really curving out, but I think I can do that. Carl doesn't have the best hand. I'm on the play, he's on the mulligan. You said you wanted me to not to have a Thoughtseize. Well, I have it. Here's the Thoughtseize that you—
Did you just top deck that like that? You take 2 damage.
I did.
And you take a Thought Knots here.
No, it's not that good, this Thoughtseize. I wish I didn't play it. I'll play a top land.
You wish there was another Sinnoh Scout.
And it's your turn.
Okay, I'll draw. Yeah. I'll play a Shinshipa Oasis and a Nissa's Pilgrimage. It allows me to search my library for up to 2 forests, reveal those cards, and put one onto the battlefield tapped and the other one in my hand. If I had Spell Mastery, I'd do cool things, but I don't have Spell Mastery because I am not a master of spells yet. I'll put this forest onto the battlefield, the other one into my hand, joining the cards you know, and I'll pass the turn.
I'll tap and draw. I'll tap 2 and I'll play a Fauna Shaman. Very good.
Ooh, that's the one that gets all your combo pieces.
Go ahead.
So can you win from here?
Do you want to check what I got?
No.
You drew something else? What did you draw?
An Hour of Promise.
Wow.
I played the Sanctum of Ugin. Hour of Promise lets me search my library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle my library. And if I have 3 deserts, I get to put 2/2/2 zombies into the battlefield.
Wait, you're getting Arch of a Ratscan?
Yeah, it's been great so far. I'll put an Arch and a Blast Zone, which enters with the charge counter. And you laugh, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents. Next turn, I might have 10.
What are you gonna put on if you get the City's Blessing?
I have this cool cane.
Wait, when did you get that necklace?
When I won the game. I'm turning into the King of Pioneer. Follow along, please. Now I'll pass a turn.
I didn't notice the necklace. Draw. Ooh. I'm gonna use the Fauna Shaman.
Yes.
Discard a Prosperous Innkeeper, and I go get the one and only Amalia Benavides Aguirre.
Is she the Queen of Pioneer?
And then I'm gonna tap white and black
I guess we'll have to find out at the end of this match.
to play Amalia. And it's your turn.
You're just running her out like that?
Yeah, I'm running her out. The viewers will know why.
The viewers will know why. Soon I will as well. I will play a Shrine of Forgotten Gods, and I will look at your hand.
All right, my hand is Return to the Ranks and Tamio Safekeeping. That's why my Amalia was safe.
Hexproof and indestructible, right?
Yeah, even dodges Blast Zone.
Not anymore. I'll exile it.
Not anymore. Thank you.
Have you noticed something different about me?
Yeah, you have a necklace.
I have a natural glow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sounds like someone has ascended. Why are you not impressed? I'll pass the turn.
On top. Come on, deck. Give me a creature. Any creature is fine. This is a creature.
I don't believe you.
Amalia,
I believe
discard.
you.
I'll pick up a Wagro Walker.
Oh, I was so close.
It's not that easy to win. It's a pretty fun little line here. I'll tap 4 and I'll cast a Return to the Ranks.
Yes.
X = 2. I'm gonna reanimate two 2-drop from my graveyard.
Yes.
They're gonna be a Prosperous Innkeeper,
You have triggers.
which will give me 2 treasures, but also 2 life. The life will trigger Amalia,
Allowing you to explore.
but most importantly, what I have is the 2 treasures to play Wagra Walker, which once again will trigger the Innkeeper.
Excellent sequencing.
Thank you, Carl.
That's why we invite you to this.
Yeah, so I'm going off.
You gain life?
I'll gain life. I'll
Two
give a
triggers.
thing. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna leave here because I
Except
don't care
There's
about.
one special thing that happens now.
What's that? The attack. Oh yeah.
Was already on the battlefield.
All
You'll draw a
right.
card.
Yes, I draw this card and
didn't
bam, attack for 21. You're
I'm dead.
Let's go.
Gain 5.
Give me.
Just one more game, and this one's important because the winner doesn't only become the king of Pioneer, but their deck becomes the best Pioneer deck ever.
Carl, I'm now wearing this red thing.
Don't we look regal?
Or regal?
We could be on a magazine cover. This hand is great. I couldn't ask for a better hand. I have ramp. I have tons of interaction spells. I have a banned card. What else could I ask for? I'm winning this tournament. I'll keep this hand.
Me too, you can start. It's a really nice hand. We have both pieces of the combo. I really can't hope for a better hand.
What's the best spell to play on turn 1?
No, it's impossible. 5 games in a row.
I don't have it, but I'm gonna go look for it.
No!
Because I'll tell you the tale of the Arboreal Grazer.
Don't.
There was 5 cards on the top of my library. One of them was an Arboreal.
It's not?
No, I don't have any Arboreal
Yes!
Grazers.
Finally it
Oh,
happened.
can I even play a game without one? That's so sad.
Imagine having 2 lands on turn 2.
I'll just take a boring old Thought-Knots here.
Okay.
Very sad.
Feels good. So here it's interesting, right? Because normally you would place a note, but instead I'm not going to because I need to keep it for the combo. So you know how the combo is Wagra Walker plus Amalia, but you need a life gainer or even an explore creature. So I'm gonna slow roll this into Scout until turn 3 to be able to combo and attack with a lethal Amalia. I'm gonna play a Selfless Savior. My combo is protected now. You can go.
I'll draw a card for turn. I am going to play a Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, and I'll pass the turn to you and your dog.
Untap and draw. All right, I'll play a Temple Garden, take 2 damage, and I'll play a Prosperous Innkeeper.
Okay.
Make a treasure, and attack you for 1.
So this is the last game of the Best Deck Ever Series Pioneer.
Go.
I need to draw a really good card.
Did you draw it?
I don't know, we'll find out together. I'll play this Westvale Abbey, you remember it? I only have 3 lands, so most of the time I would go for Naceless Pilgrimage here, it would ramp me, it would put lands in my hand, it would continue my game plan, but I'm afraid that if I do that, I just lose the game. Luckily, we drew it once upon a time. So now we can keep up the Spatial Contortion in case Andrea tries to go for the win, or we could once upon a time, if he doesn't, to try to get to the land, to at least keep getting our land drops. We can't skip a turn from playing land drop. I will keep up all my incredible spells and pass the turn.
All right, you'll keep up your removal spells, but I'm ready for that. I have a Selfless Savior, and the viewers know. Okay, so Carl must have Spatial Contortion. He kept a hand that's not really doing very much, and he's keep on having that mana up. But that's fine, we have returned to the ranks to bring the Amalia back. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go Amalia, Wagra Walker is gonna kill my Amalia response, and then the next turn, I'm gonna bring it back, we return to the ranks, and we're gonna win the game. Play Godless Shrine. I will start with attacking you for 2.
You do successfully.
And then I'll tap 2. I'll play an Amalia.
In my kingdom?
Trigger. Explore.
Yes, you may explore.
What? You don't have it then. Huh. I'll explore. All right.
Oh, that's a land?
A mana confluence. I don't need it. And then I'm going for it. You can play. I think you don't have it. I think you're just dead, Carl.
So what happens here? This is the last game of the Best Deck Ever Series Pioneer. Let's at least have some pump. Walk me through it.
Wagra Walker.
Yes.
The results.
It's a 1/3. What does it do?
Life. When I gain 1 life, explore. When I explore, I gain life.
The youth these days, they can't slow down.
You want me to do it?
Wagra Walker is a 1/3.
All right. Trigger.
When you enter the battlefield, you gain 1 life.
I gain 1 life. Reveal. Explore. All right. Put a counter here.
It's a 3/3
I gain 3 life.
because you explored.
Yes.
We could try to kill the Amalia here. Unfortunately, our hand is just not that good. We don't have anything exciting going on. We don't have any more lands. If we kill the Amalia, we have to untap and hope to draw a land. If we play the Once Upon a Time, we tap ourselves out. If Andrea has anything else left in his hand, either another Amalia. If he has a return to the ranks, we're just dead the next turn anyways. But we're gonna do something kind of neat. You did see in the semifinals, Andrea tied because this deck can tie. If you take infinite game actions and there's no way to stop the infinite game actions, the game is a draw and we have to go to the next game. And I have a neat little trick because Andrea is not the only one who can tie this game. So let's do a weird thing and let's go to game 6, where hopefully I'll have a much better hand and a considerably stronger board state. You can explore.
Something is fishy over there. Life gain? Trigger.
Yes, you can explore. You can go ahead, you can combo, do your thing. Congratulations, how does this feel? You're so close to being the winner of the best Pioneer deck ever series. The king of Pioneer, you're already wearing the crown. Look at that outfit. You can keep on going. You're doing great.
Thank you. I am feeling like, you're not giving up.
You need to show me the win.
Yeah, I did not side out at a Flux Reservoir, don't worry. Ooh, there it is. All right, I'll keep this on top for a bunch of more times. This goes up to 20, I kill everything.
Wait, you're going to do, I told you, the youth these days, you can't slow down. Take your time, smell the flowers.
Are we in the
Look
same
at
age?
the other Flux Reservoir. I'm actually considerably older than you. She has 19 power.
Amalia is at some point, yeah.
You're going to go for your last trigger. Could you read Amalia for me?
Well, Amalia, okay, I understand what's happening now. Whenever you gain life, Amalia Benavides Aguirre explores, then destroy all other creatures if his power is exactly 20.
Last trigger on the stack, I'm going to take
it's a
3
19.
damage. Because I'm going to target it with Spatial Contortion.
Whoa,
She's going to
you
lose 3
could've
toughness.
Before.
My hand is terrible.
You're
Andrea.
drawing the game?
I'm going to give her plus 3 power, meaning she's a 22.
And then the trigger will resolve.
19.
She will be a 23, and
now we're stuck in this loop
it doesn't
forever.
destroy any other creatures.
Young man.
We have done this before, actually, in this tournament with Toffa. You can watch us in my finals. I actually draw the game there, and now you drew the game.
It looked fun. Do you want to go to game 6?
Let's go to game 6.
Because if not, we just
Man,
stare at this forever.
What a game. I thought I had it for sure. Carl kind of scammed me there, slow rolling that Spatial Contortion. Maybe I could have played around it. I honestly did not think that was a possibility. So I guess that's up to me. Do you have a turn 1 Grazer this time?
I'm going first again, right? It's the last game, unless Andrea or I tie the game again. But this hand is, I can't put it away. There's no way I can look at this hand and ship it. I have so many ramp spells, I have a Thought Knots here. But also, it's missing a lot of oomph. The top of our library has to be really kind to us. I'll show you my friend, it's my companion!
Of course.
When Grazer enters the battlefield, I put a land from my hand onto the battlefield tapped. It'll be this field of the dead. And I'll pass it turn to you.
This hand is great. This hand is gonna be bringing me to the title of the Pioneer Best Deck Series champion. Untap and draw. Show me your hand, my friend.
Would you like to take my Grazer?
No. I'm gonna take the Thought Knots here.
Yes.
Let you ramp, but
And you'll take 2 damage.
you can go.
I'll draw. I'll play a Sheepoisis and the Nissa's Pilgrimage. We know it. I'll get a forest in my hand and a forest on the battlefield.
Untap and draw. Marzavech ticket, Amalia.
Oh, you are also not kidding. You also have your companion.
Go ahead.
So if you untap and play a land,
A life gainer and a Wagro Walker, you die. Yes. Very close to that. The viewers know.
can you tell me? Because I need to make a decision. The decision is what lands I'm going to go get with this Hour of Promise.
The shields are down. Let's go.
There are so many combinations of lands I could get here, and I could try to build up my mana or get late game threats or get cards that will go get me threats. But I think our goal here is to be reactive. We just need to prevent Andrea from winning, and then we can ride this field of the dead. We can keep on making 2/2s. We can top deck. We just need to control the game. So we're gonna get a Blast Zone. It's gonna prevent him from comboing. And if ever he thinks of using Return to the Ranks to bring back the combo after I blow it up, we're also gonna get a Scavenger Grounds to exile his graveyard so that we kill the Amalia, we exile the Amalia, Andrea's out of Amalias, and then we'll win the game. And I'll get a Scavenging Grounds and a Blast Zone.
It's a very good start on your side.
Yes, I would say so as well.
I also have a very good start. This is really a final over here. I'll play Wagro Walker.
Am I dead?
Unfortunately, this is not. I'd still not Scout. I just play Selfless Savior, which can protect my Amalia. I don't have it. I cannot start a chain. I don't have any life gain. You can go.
Okay, but anytime you gain life or explore, you just win here.
Yeah, I need to dodge something big this turn.
What did you say?
No, what did you draw?
Do you want to look at it?
Can I see?
Yes.
Oh, Carl.
Should I play it?
Do you have an 8th land? Oh, it's okay.
Would you ever doubt that I have an 8th land in my mono green land ramp deck? I will play Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. So Ugin the Spirit Dragon will enter the battlefield. I will -2 it to exile all permanents
I'm gonna
that are
still
colored.
sacrifice a Selfless Savior to have it in the graveyard instead
That's
of
a
in
good
exile.
move.
It's okay. My hand is very good. I can beat this.
You can beat this. You have 3 cards.
I go?
Show me.
Okay. Draw Forest now.
Okay, so I narrowly dodged death. I will play an Oblivion Sower.
Okay, well, it's good. I'll let you look at the top 4.
Okay. If I get enough lands, I can still activate my Blast Zone. Oblivion Sower, when I cast it, I look at the top 4 cards of your library by exiling them and put any lands exiled this way into play under my control. Unfortunately, would you say I have more than 3 lands?
I do.
Yeah, so this one enters top.
Okay.
And now, I'll hit you for 3 with my Ugin.
All right, I'll take it. End of turn, I'll take 1 more damage, and it's now time for a good company. Let's see. All right, I really need some creatures now.
That's a land. That's a land. That's not a creature. Okay. Oh, you're fine.
Okay, wait, you have another one. Ha! All right. Fauna Shaman, Lunarch Veteran, and this thing actually gains me 1 life. And then I untap.
Okay, so now this no longer has summoning sickness, so you can start looking for your combo.
And draw. You said you start looking for my combo? What if my combo was already here, Carl?
Show me.
I'll tap 2. I'll play Amalia.
Do you have it?
I'll tap 5. And I'll play a Court of Calling.
Ooh.
It's not a win yet, but I'm definitely in a good shape. So I'm
Okay.
surviving your turn 4 Ugin here by putting a
I feel like you keep on doing this,
Wagro
no
Walker.
matter what I do.
Let's go, let's start. So Wagro Walker begins. I gain a life,
Yes. Oh, you're gonna get a lot of life.
trigger Amalia. In my hand.
It's a land.
This gets
but
a counter.
Because you explored, it gets a counter, and you gain 3 life.
We're gonna keep track this time.
Yes.
Trigger Amalia again.
Yes.
A dice on Amalia.
But then your graveyard,
Gain 3 life and a dice here.
they go up. They both go up.
Yeah, I'm looking for the...
You're looking for a way to deal me 50 damage.
Yeah, the Etherflux Reservoir is what I'm looking for right now. I'm doing this maybe too fast. Stop me if you think I'm...
Oh, that's a land, so that's a... No, that's not a land.
Where are you, Etherflux Reservoir?
Okay, Amalia's getting big.
It's getting big, but I still have time.
I would say... Yeah, you do. All right. That's only the Wildgrowth Walker. You're getting a lot of life.
Still have to make a land drop.
So that is... Oh, you're on a lot of life now. Okay, that's just a land? Are you gonna mill yourself? Is it the last card you have? Can I get you to draw a card? Amalia is 19.
Amalia's 19. Well, I need to go. I need to keep going.
Okay.
Thoughtseize.
Do you want to keep a Thoughtseize on top of your library?
I don't want to.
Because
no.
now something happens to Amalia.
Yeah, Amalia will kill all the other creatures. Yeah, but I mean, at least now I'm closer to Etherflux Reservoir. Our calculations show that I went to 104 life.
And then everything dies.
Yes. With this Boseiju, I'm gonna blow up the Scavenger Grounds. I wanna keep the cards in my graveyard. I wanna keep all the creatures in my graveyard so that I can disturb them next turn, and also Return to the Ranks is a really nice draw here. I think the right play here is to play a Temple Garden untapped.
Taking 2. Be careful.
Taking 2 indeed. And Boseiju, your...
Oh, I don't have the Arch of Araska yet.
Actually, the card that I'm taking down here is the Scavenger Grounds, because I want to flash back those Lunarch Veteran. You can get a Forest.
Sweet. Do you know what I get when I get a Forest?
Yeah, you got a Zombo.
I get a zombie.
Let's go.
Survived past your Amalia.
And I'm going to discard.
Enjoy. I'm going to draw a card. As long as I have zombies, I can keep on blocking this Amalia. So I will hit you in the face
Ooh,
for 3.
That's true. Okay, I go to 99.
You do. And then, I wish I had an Arch of Araska. Unfortunately, I just have this. Castle Garenbrig gets me another zombie.
Okay, untap and draw.
That could be...
It's
Is it?
another land. It's okay, I have a cycling card, Scattered Groves.
Oh! Don't just draw like that. Any card you draw could win you the best Pioneer deck ever series.
It's not.
You gave me a heart attack.
I'll lose 2 life.
By choice?
Yeah, because I have 2 flashback Luminarch.
Ooh, do they fly? Well, that's bad for my Ugin.
Yeah. So I'll take a damage here. And then I'm attacking you.
My zombie will block.
You can go. All right, I have 1 more in my graveyard.
Yes, it's true, and it flies, right?
Yep.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna tick up the Ugin and hit you in the face.
All right, I'll take 3.
And then I'll pay 2 for a
Once upon a time.
story time.
All right, let's see what you find.
I have 5 looks for. What am I looking for?
I think Oblivion Sour is your best find.
Unfortunately, all I have is a Westfile Abbey. I will make a zombie, and then I will make a blocker for your flyers,
Anything else?
and I will pass the turn.
Untap draw is it. Reflux Reservoir.
No. It's not. So we know the bottom 4 cards of your library. So one of these 4 is your other Flux Reservoir.
All right, attack Amalia at you and the 2 Luminarch Phantom at Ugin.
So obviously, I'm not gonna die. And I will block one of the Phantoms, which means my Ugin goes down to 10.
Let's make it untap. I don't think I care about my life total. I'll flashback 1 more Phantom. You wanna kill them with Blast Zone? You're welcome. I need to explore some more.
At the end of your turn, I will take 1 damage, and I'm gonna make a 1/1 Human Cleric.
All right, you can go.
So you have 4 draws to get to another Flux Reservoir.
No, I mean, it could be here.
I have 7 draws.
Yeah.
I will ultimate my Ugin.
Yeah.
This is the first time I do this, all tournament. When you ultimate Ugin, you gain 7 life,
Yes.
you draw 7 cards
Put them into the battlefield where they are.
onto the battlefield. I will put these 4 lands.
Okay.
That will give me 4 zombies thanks to my Field of the Dead.
Yes.
I will get this Ugin the Spirit Dragon and an Ulamog.
And an Ulamog.
It won Torav Zeverin the Mythic Championship. Will it win me the crown?
All right.
I don't get a cast trigger.
You don't.
I have 2 more cards in hand.
Yes.
I will play an Oblivion Sower. You have 4 cards on the top of your library,
Ooh, let me make sure again.
and we know the bottom 4, and they don't contain another Flux Reservoir.
Yeah, so the reservoir is among these 4. So I have to do this, otherwise I'm dying. I actually have a line here. I can't hope for more. I can play Court of Calling to shuffle my deck so that reservoir is not on top 4, and yeah, I can draw step it. I'll play Court of Calling. X equal 3.
Oh, because you shuffle! Oh, that's so good.
All right, I'll double check that yes, reservoir is here.
Oh, you didn't sign it out by mistake.
Okay, I don't know if I should take a creature or not. I'm going to.
I think
'cause
you shouldn't, right?
I can't resist the value.
I'm gonna exile the top 4 cards of your... If it's another Flux Reservoir, you're dead.
Yeah, but then I have to draw it anyway, so it's the same thing. I have to hope it's exactly at the right place, which...
You're a brave man. If one of the top 4 cards is the other Flux, you can't win anymore.
Yeah.
This is such a funky situation. If the other Flux Reservoir are in them, he's out. He has no more way to win. Luckily, before I exile, I have a chance to hedge my bets. Andrea's free creatures, and whenever he gains life, he explores. And these creatures say that when they die, Andrea explores. Now, I don't know how many lands are left in his library, but if I kill all 3 of them with the Blast Zone, Andrea has to explore 6 times because they all see each other. If there's a land, he has to put it into his hand. If there's another land, he has to put it into his hand. So let's blow up his creatures and hope we reduce the size of his library. I will blow up this Blast Zone.
Ooh, nice play.
Because now I'll destroy all creatures with converted mana cost 1. Which is these 3.
Yeah, so this says whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, they gain 1 life.
Which with Amalia means you explore.
So I'm gonna gain 6 life. So I explore 6 times. Okay. First I resolve the exploration.
Yes. Explore? Is it a land?
All right.
No.
It's gonna stay over here.
Okay, Amalia gets a lot bigger.
And then you exile 4 cards. Carl, how do you want me to show them? 1 at a time, Carl?
Obviously.
Okay, so the first card you exile
1.
is a Sinnoh Scout.
1. 2.
Okay.
3.
No!
4. I'll put this into the battlefield. I'll take 2 damage.
You'll take 2 damage, okay. Oh, man.
Andrea Mengucci.
Yes,
You have 3 cards in your deck.
I do.
I don't need to do anything.
No.
I'm not even gonna pick up my Eugene.
Attack, untap, draw. Oh yes, another Court of Calling.
Oh yeah, do you wanna shuffle your library again?
Play a land and pass to you.
I will draw. It's poetic.
It is, it really is.
This Ulamog won Tav Severin, the Mythic Championship. And as it did then, so will it now. The best deck ever series. I will attack you for 10, exiling the top 20 cards of your library.
2 only.
Well, it's okay, because all you need is 0 when I pass the turn.
Fail to draw.
Best deck ever, Pioneer!
Congrats, congrats, congrats.
I can't believe I'm the first person who's given you a loss when playing Amalia.
Steal my land.
There are lands.
All right, GG.
Well done.
Thank you, thank you.